The apartment rooftop was Daniel's favorite place. From up there, the city stretched endlessly, a forest of steel and light. He would lie on his back, headphones in, imagining he was anywhere but here. His stepmother, Marissa, often found him there. She was in her early 40s, graceful in her movements but always carrying a quiet sadness. By day she was a paralegal at a small midtown firm, spending hours in stacks of paperwork. By night, she cooked, cleaned, and tried to give Daniel the stability his absent father had failed to provide. But when she came to the rooftop, something changed. The strain in her eyes softened. The city lights reflected a younger woman she rarely allowed herself to be. "Always dreaming, aren't you?" she asked one evening, sitting beside him with 2 cups of hot chocolate. Daniel shrugged. "Just thinking about what I'll be when I'm older. Somewhere bigger. Somewhere better." She smiled faintly. "This city is already bigger than both of us. But I know what you mean." There was a pause. The hum of sirens below filled the silence. Finally, she whispered, "I dream too, Daniel. I dream of someone who sees me for more than just the woman who works, who struggles, who holds everything together. Sometimes I forget who I am outside of responsibility." He looked at her, realizing for the first time that adults carried dreams the same way kids did, quietly, almost secretly. The weeks passed, and Daniel began noticing more: how she lingered at bookstores looking at romance novels but never buying them, how she adjusted her hair before passing couples on the street, how her laughter sounded different when strangers noticed her in cafes. One night, after a particularly long day, she sat at the kitchen table with a glass of wine. Daniel approached cautiously. "You'll find someone," he said. She blinked, startled. "What? You said you want someone who sees you." "You will. You deserve it." Her eyes glistened. For a moment she looked at him not just as a boy, but as someone who understood her loneliness. "Thank you," she whispered. The next morning, sunlight spilled into the kitchen. For the first time in months, she wore a bright red dress to work. Daniel watched her leave, realizing that hope was returning to her step by step. Later that evening, he returned to the rooftop alone. The city stretched endlessly as always, but this time he didn't feel trapped by it. He felt connected, to her, to their survival, to the fragile dreams they both carried. And beneath the sky of New York, 2 lives, one seeking love, one seeking future, walked parallel paths, learning that even in the hardest places, hope could bloom quietly like light between skyscrapers.